I want to bring this back in, bro. I did not mean to trigger any anxiety. I didn't mean to make you feel attacked. I was presenting this from a situation. I didn't know that you had. I knew your mom was sick last year. I didn't realize it. Or maybe I forgot, and I don't remember the conversation, so I don't want to get into that. But I will say that I'm not trying to make you seem irresponsible. I was trying with this conversation to just add some perspective of how bad it can get, and see if that would sway your opinion on it. But I'm not trying to attack you on it, right? I don't want you to feel that way about these conversations, and I can see that, with the personal connection to it and such. I wasn't prepared for that, and that's why I fell back on it. I don't want you to feel attacked. This was more about us providing these people out here for me, with this call, was more on us providing people out here with perspective, right? To say, okay, maybe, I know a lot of people that said, and then people just woke up and walked away, right? They had for a couple of days, like, oh, it ain't nothing, right? Oh, it's a flu, right? And I know a lot of people that went through that. Then I know a couple of people that's like, yo, I thought I was dying, and I have scarring, and I have all of these things going on that aren't normal to our regular lives, so we don't understand it. So I just wanted to give a voice to those feelings when I spoke to her. And honestly, she and I was working on something else, and she was like, I have therapy every day. And I'm like, for what? Why would you? I was like, is your ass still fat? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, so what do you therapy every day? Like, damn, you're an overachiever. And she's like, no, nigga, I had a stroke. And I'm not the same. Yeah. I'm not the same. And we got into a long conversation about that. And I was like, damn, this would be good for my followers to hear. So although it was presented as something against you, I promise you it was more for me just to get out there, the information out there, that what could happen to your loved ones. Even if you had it, this could happen to somebody else. And I agree with a lot of things that you're saying about misinformation and not being a sheep. But I also feel like this is worldwide. You have people coming here from other countries. You have other countries that work together for this. You have black people that work together for these. And not followers neither. We're talking about top scientists and doctors and people that excel in their fields to help do this for the world. That being said, this is not an opposition to you. That's just facts about what I've learned, right? And I don't want you to feel attacked on this, or anybody out there that has decided to, because honestly, I brought this whole because I wanted to go to the gym. Like, I wasn't out here like, yo, get the vaccine. I just went to the gym and they was like, yo, you got to keep your mask on if you got the vaccine.
Right.
Yeah. So who the fuck am I to sit here and be like, you know what I mean, to judge anybody? That's not what I intended to do, and I don't want to cause anxiety in the room behind it.
I didn't mean to make it personal either. It's not a personal thing for me. I'm very passionate about giving an opposing opinion. I don't think you spoke about last time about being responsible. I don't think it's responsible for us to give one-sided.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
There is an opposing opinion. There is valid points. At the end of the day, nobody knows the 10-year effects of this.
We don't.
That doesn't mean that
Nobody.
It is an emergency, right? So I get it. We want to get back to normal, quote unquote. I get that. So we're taking some chances here. Know that we're taking some chances on both sides. Whether you or not, you're taking a risk. I would just want that to be clear. You know what I mean? We have to open up the conversation to understand both sides. I consider myself an open-minded person. If I get some new facts, some new information, I will definitely take it into consideration, and it'll change my mind, like almost instantly. I've done it on the show. The girl that called in, I felt so bad for her, but I just kind of felt like Tahoe missed the mark on that argument. The argument was never about the effects of like, we could have 1 million people call in talking about how all the shit that they went through. That was a very extreme case. I've never heard nothing that extreme for somebody that's still living, right? There are people that died that can't come on and say what they went through. So the effects was never an issue, you know? So I wasn't convinced today to take the at the end of the day, there's something in my gut that's just telling me the shit just ain't adding up. The shit just, something about it ain't right. I hate to be labeled as a conspiracy theorist. Some stuff is factual. Some stuff is like, till there's going through a certain phase of experiments. It just hasn't gone through that. We don't know what the long-term effects are, right? Nobody knows. It's experimental. On top of the fact it's not even legally. Hey. It's actually gene therapy that they're doing, which is cool. Like, gene therapy might be cool. Like, you know, there's certain science that I trust. It's not that I don't trust science and technology, but I question everything that is being pushed on the entire society globally. I question, like, I've read too many books about things and plans that may or may not happen. This is just something that's definitely worth questioning. I'm a history buff. When I think about history, especially how it relates to our people, to black people, I would be doing our people a disservice to blindly be like, yeah, go get vaccinated. Don't question shit. Like, it's all legit. Like, nah, I don't know. I don't know if it's legit. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of hard facts to back up whether it's legit or not, but I do know my gut is telling me that something don't feel right, and I may get it anyway if it boils down to it. If it boils down to being able to see my oldest daughter more, because I might just bite the bullet, you know? So we'll see, but I'm going to know that I'm taking a risk. And I just want other people to know that. Like, yo, there's risk on both sides. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're taking. You don't know if there's an agenda. I hate to sound like a conspiracy theory. You don't know if there's an agenda. There's always a financial play when it comes to any of this shit. If you don't think it is, then you're being naive. There's always a financial play. So when you're pushing something like this, you know, I need to understand who's behind it, who's pushing it, and the people that are behind it that I see, I don't trust them. You know what I mean? So what the fuck will make me not want to question it? Of course I'm going to question it. You know what I mean? So that's all.
Agreed. Okay. We all right? Mm-hmm. Anybody just want to go to homie court just to clear shit up? Like, is there anything that we can do though? Hey, Bacon, which one of these buttons
is what?
I don't know, something better.
Nigga, what? That's Kawhi's laugh.
Hog tied her. I don't know how to hog tie people.
What do you have on here?
A bunch of bullshit. It's so funny though.
Yo, you gotta relax.
Bacon, is that you?
That is Bacon.
Yeah. Why do you sound drugged?
I might have been drugged.
Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
All right, none of these buttons is right.
None of them. None of them.
Right. Dodge, you said that we had some topics in the chat that we could bring up. What do we have in there? Do you know?
Nope.
In the notes. Let me see.
I have a question though. This is one of the things that I definitely put in the chat, and I want to pose to the men in the room.
What's that?
So we're all in relationships, obviously, and have been in them for some time, some longer than others. Shout out to you, Trom. You the OG. You started the wave.
Thank you.
Of what?
Relationships in the podcast.
This man he is the OG.
So while on vacation, me and Gunna had a conversation. And basically it was around sex. And the question is, if you want to have sex and your partner does not want to, or they are not in the mood, what is the best recourse? What do you do?
Ooh, I wish Mac was here. Nah, because I saw a post of his on Instagram.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, if you ain't in the mood, then offer another suggestion. Like,
Right.
all right, let's cuddle or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you're not just completely turning down any kind of affection.
Right. So, but what would you do without his advice? Because I feel like cuddling, like, that's like a every night. Well, for me, it's an every night thing. Like, that's how we fall asleep.
Sometimes that's a lead to sex, especially if the person's horny. They're gonna try you.
But no, so that was the thing, right? So I said I wanted to have sex one night. He was just like, we were at a bar in Puerto Rico drinking, and I'm like, I'm done with this. I kind of want to go back to the room and go have sex. He's like, I'm not really horny right now. He was like, but okay. And I'm just like, ew, no. Like, I don't want to have sex with you now. And he was like, why not? And I was like, for all of that, you know how many fucking toys we have in this house? I'll just go beat off. Like, I don't understand. Like, for me to want to tell you to have sex with me when you're not in the mood, that's mad rapey. And he was like, but I would rather you tell me. And he was like, if you want to have sex, I'll do it. And I was like, but if it was vice versa, I wouldn't. If I'm not in the mood,
I
nigga,
love y'all relationship.
I'm not in the mood. Go beat off somewhere. There's mad fucking toys in this house. So that was the conversation, and I'm like, there are going to be
Somewhere?
times.
Where?
I don't know.
The bathroom? I have to go in the bathroom?
Shower, nigga.
That's not sexy.
You could beat off right here next to me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not in the mood. So my thing is, that was the conversation. What do you guys do, or how do you guys feel about that? Because I don't feel like sex is like obligatory.
Yeah, obligation.
At the drop of a hat. Like, if you're not in the mood, okay, babe, you don't got to be in the mood.
So,
And y'all are monogamous,
Yes,
strictly.
at this point.
I would say if you know your partner, then maybe try to do some things to get that person in the mood. You know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
What?
That's
How's
coercion.
That fucked up? It's not coercion. You know how to touch them or what?
Nigga, if I got a headache, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I work too hard,
I
just
got a
don't
fucking
feel like-
attitude.
So that's
Yeah.
the thing. It depends on the reason. If he
Yeah,
says he's not horny,
It's from that plant. I left it down.
like if he literally said he's not horny, there's might be ways you might be able to throw something on or do something or touch him or.
Why I gotta do all that when
crazy
I
scenario?
got
don't know.
we literally have a box that's damn near a suitcase size full of toys. He got shit to fuck. Like literally, he has things that he can fuck. Why
If
I gotta
he's
do
not
extra?
horny, he's not going to that box. I'm saying there might be something that you could do to get him into that mind state to go to that box.
Maybe I don't
That's
know.
all I'm just throwing it out there. Another solution, what I usually do, I roll up an L and watch Sports Center. You know, call it a night.
That's not helpful.
How much Sports Center do you watch, bro? Like, that's what I want to know. I want to know, do you actually watch a lot of Sports Center because you ain't getting no pussy? Because that would frustrate me. I don't want to watch no LeBron with my dick hard, bro. I don't give a fuck about baseball.
Well, it's the combo with the weed, so you don't. I know you don't smoke no more, so.
Even
But it's the
so, I'm
combo.
horny. I'm horny. Like, what? And then I get mad. I don't get mad if you don't want to suck my shit. You dead ass? Like, you just gonna not horny me? Yo, man, if you ain't fucking me, fuck somebody else. Like, it's not that deep. But fuck me. That's one thing you gonna do. You gonna fuck me. Like, I'm not playing that you tired and all this stuff. Like, I'll do it every once in a while, but you have a responsibility to this dick. This dick is yours. You better handle this motherfucker. Like,
I ain't gonna front. If it's like consistent, yeah, it'll breed some resentment. If you like consistently not getting no action,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I will get mad.
But if it's like every now and again,
You never
it's
got
like-
mad because the person didn't want to fuck you?
No,
Because people always want to fuck you.
relax. You gotta fucking relax. First of all, no, I don't get
you ready?
mad because there's so like I said, like there's so many other things in the house. Like I could just bust out the Satisfier and I'll be fine in 3 minutes. So why would I press the issue?
Women are disgusting anyway.
Why are we disgusting?
No, because I was thinking about this the other day. I told you that I gave my mom a back massager when I was 10 or something like that, 12, 11. And I know she jerked off with the shit. And I just like, yo, women really be finding shit to jerk off on. I seen a chick riding, what's some shits at the bottom of the staircase?
Oh, bedpost.
The banister? She's fucking jerking off on the banister.
Or you can
I
sit
said,
on
"Get
a
the
you can
fuck
sit
outta
on the
here."
dryer.
Y'all be doing shit like that.
Or you can use the shower head, yeah.
They be cheating with the shower head. You ever had them in there for 35
shower
minutes?
head.
Good 20 minutes of that. 5 because they know their spot. They off their fucking vagina.
I don't see the problem. It's water.
They're fucking disgusting. They done fucked everything in here. They done fucked the dryer, the shower head, the massager. You're fucking disgusting. I don't believe sex should be obligatory
Can't see
either.
you.
But I do feel like, who are you looking for?
Looking for you on the screen.
He
Oh,
gotta sit up.
yeah. I don't feel that it's right to deny your person sex.
That's rapey.
But like you said, what if you got a headache or you're just tired?
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
You gotta do it anyway.
I have
What if you got bubble guts?
denied Tanae sex.
For what reason?
Tired, exhausted.
Yeah.
But I've also, like she said, bought several toys in here. But she'd be like, yeah, but I want human interaction. I want to be touched. I want to be cuddled. I want to be kissed. And you've been tired for 2 weeks. Like, we've had sex, but we haven't fucked. I need to be fucked. And sometimes when I'm in there and I'm busting some shit open and she said, yes, fuck me. And I'm like, this is because I haven't fucked her. Like, I have not fucked her. And she's like, yes, nigga, this is what I need. Rough me the fuck up. I can't. And I know that is my obligation. That is an obligation. No, you don't agree?
I think it's an obligation to take care of yourself. It's not a black and white thing. Like, you're tired, you're exhausted, right? Maybe you need to be more well rested. Cut some things out of your day to leave some time and energy for that. You have to leave energy for that if you care about that person. You know what I mean? I think that's something that people need to look. Like, yeah, you can't be tired for 2 weeks straight.
Would you suggest her go, like, what if she's been horny and you just tired? Would you let her fuck somebody else?
Hell no.
But what about her needs?
Nigga says so.
Yeah.
Fuck her needs.
Yeah.
Nah, that's wild.
I'll
Y'all
take a
niggas
nap and we'll
selfish.
figure it out. Like,
What if you're just that tired and she's just that horny and you really enjoy everything else about her, but she's horny, and you're not as horny as she is? Can you just hire somebody to fuck shit out of her? It don't gotta be a man.
not me. I mean, if somebody else want to do that, that's their choice. But me, nah. I ain't doing
What about
that.
you, Dosh? What do you think?
Absolutely.
So why you ain't just hire somebody for him?
I was the horny one. He wasn't.
So if he would have went out the room and came back with a woman or a guy or whatever,
If I wasn't horny, I mean, yeah, if I didn't want to have sex and he wanted to have sex that bad,
you would have hired somebody? Come over here and fuck the shit out of my man.
nah, it's bitches that would do that shit for free. Why would I pay money
Who?
for that?
With your approval, or are you going to tap them like, yo, come on, tag team?
Nah, I'm tired, nigga. If I'm too tired for one person, I'm definitely
when
too
tag
tired
team,
for
you
two.
tap and they go in. You tap, you go outside and watch and they go in the ring.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been in that situation yet, so we'll have to cross that bridge when we get
I
there.
like the idea of that.
Having sexual boundaries is important. I think that consent is important in a relationship from the top to the bottom. I don't think that anybody in a relationship is like a sex slave or like you're obligated to have sex with your partner at a drop of a hat. Like, that's just not how that works to me. Like, I don't think that that's effective communication. Like, I don't want to be the person in my relationship that's just like, oh, okay, I guess. Like, sex is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be sexy. It's supposed to be a connection between you and your partner. I don't want it to feel like busy work. Like, once it starts feeling like that, I think that there's a problem that's happening. And I feel like in a relationship, you should be able to have these open, candid conversations about what do you do in this type of setting, or how would you like for me to respond? I'm a person that I have never been this hypersexual in a relationship before in my life. So if I do hit a lull, I'm not just going to force myself to have sex. Like, it's just not gonna happen. We have toys, you have access to sex parties, you have so many different things that you can do. We have so many different things that we can do together and be satisfied, instead of me feeling like, ugh, I gotta roll over or have sex today. If not, I'm gonna lose my man. Like, I don't want to do that. That's not what my relationship should be built off of. It should be built off of friendship, connection, and communication. That's just me. I think that's the non-selfish idea for both sides of the spectrum, for you to be able to be satisfied if that's what you need, especially if it's been a while. I don't think that that's an option if it's been one fucking day or 2 days, but if it's been a couple of weeks, and as women, our sex drives go up and down, up and down, up and down. There's going to reach a point when my sex drive is low, and he just gonna have to sex party every weekend or something. Get that shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I would do in
I
that
like that you're
situation.
open about it though. You know that he can just go there, get his rocks off. He has fun, leave. It ain't no big deal.
Right.
Trump's like, fuck out of here.
Yep,
Because you selfish.
Not selfish. I don't want somebody to do anything that they're not comfortable doing or that they're not even in the mood to do. Like, I never asked, let me not say never, but I rarely asked for head. I don't want no head if you don't want to give head. Like, you know what I mean? If I don't want no, like, you got to be in the mood for it. It just hit different when you're in the mood for it. It's like, so, yeah, I don't believe in, like, I believe in respecting everybody's boundaries, everybody's comfort levels, what you're in the mood for, what's off the table. But then again, I got a right to be like, okay, that's off the table. That's something that's important to me. Maybe we could compromise, or maybe you're not the right partner for me. That could be up for discussion as well. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, yeah, I respect your boundaries. There's 8 billion other motherfuckers in the world, If your boundaries and my boundaries don't match, then we don't match. That's all.
That's selfish.
It's about compatibility. I don't want that in my relationship. Maybe if it was a different relationship.
What do you say that when you say that? What do you mean when you say that?
I don't want polyamory.
But you,
Is a sex party polyamory to you?
I don't want to exchange energy with somebody else, and I don't want her to exchange that kind of energy with somebody else. That's just where I'm at right now. Maybe a few years ago I might have been in a different space, and I don't judge nobody for being different, but that's just where I'm at right now. I'm good. I'm good.
I just think that we're not robots as people, and in a relationship, there's going to come a time where, you know, passion might fall, like things, but there are different avenues instead of just making yourself readily available to having sex when you dead ass don't feel like it.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm laughing.
Stop laughing.
No, I can't. I'm sorry, Dodge. Oh, you finished?
I'm finished.
No, because Trump, have you ever been in a relationship where you wasn't getting enough pussy?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I left the relationship.
Did you? Because you're not a breaker-upper person. So what did you do? You never broke up with a woman in your life. So what did you do?
Well, it was a mutual breakup.
Okay, so what did you do before y'all mutually broke up?
Cheated on her.
He knows where this is going.
Son.
He's like,
You
don't
saw
make
my
me say it.
face. I'm like, all
Yeah,
right, Trump.
yeah,
You just
so-
gotta let Trump have it.
So if you know
I
this
was
person
27
needs
years
sex
old. I'm
and
not-
you're tired and this, that, and the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you won't provide somebody else, but you're tired, then what do you expect them to do?
Get some sleep. Try it again the next day when I'm not tired. You got to make a priority.
Right.
You have to prioritize this in your life. If it happens, like Dodge said, if it happens one night, yeah, of course. If it's consistent,
Right.
that means I'm not. Sex is important to me.
Right.
Maybe it's not as important to you. That means we're not compatible. We got to talk about this.
That's very good.
We don't need to be together. Or we got to discuss other options like y'all talking about.
Right,
That's not the
exactly.
kind of relationship I want right now.
So you would if they wasn't satisfying you sexually, you would throw the whole shit away, even if you loved them in every single other way.
If you,
Instead of bringing somebody else.
There's a lot of different ways to try to bring your relationship back to life sexually. You know what I mean? There's sex therapy. There's therapists that just focus on that. There's ways other than just getting some sleep and being considerate of your other person. And if you exhaust all of those possibilities and it's still a compatibility issue, then yeah, absolutely. Break it off. Like if it's that important to you, which sex is, yeah. Y'all not compatible. It's just as important as any other part of the
All right.
relationship.
Here's a follow up,
What's that?
but a little bit
Now,
different.
can we say, do you agree with Trump or not?
No,
You don't. You don't think sex is that important that you would break up with somebody over it?
no. But then we'll have to open the relationship up.
I would.
You would break up with them.
If you're not sucking this dick, we got to go. We have got to go. I'm
That's
sorry.
sick and sad.
I just don't even want to look at you like laying there sleeping all the time. I'm sitting here, dick just wagging around like a tail. No.
I know how I am. I don't want to be having better sex with somebody else. Like, and I'm coming home to you. Like, that ain't the kind of shit I'm on right now.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Dosh.
How would you feel if you lived with your significant other? We did, right? And y'all was having a conversation, and you're out, and you text her, you like, yo, babe, I'm on my way home now. And she says, all right, cool. And she beats off while you're on your way home. And you figure it out when you get home, and you like, bitch, why you couldn't just wait for me? Would that upset you?
I'm a little bit anxiety release for me. Because
Really?
I like beating off too.
It's different. Now, if she beats off instead of having sex with me
Yeah.
when I get home, that's a problem. If she
Why?
beats off and then she's still ready to have sex, then whatever you do before I get home, it ain't a problem. As long as it don't affect your sex drive, we're good.
But sometimes you
But
don't just want to
instead of-
beat off instead of having sex? That
I
doesn't make
definitely
sense? Me
That's-
too.
I mean, that's kind of selfish
How's that selfish?
because you got another part. Now,
I feel
So
like
here's
we
the thing.
looking at
All
our partners too much as sexual objects.
so let's just say you have a conversation with your partner and you talk about how much sex you want to have. Like, you might have a healthy conversation like, hey, I want to have sex 3 times a week. They'd be like, oh, okay, cool, that sounds good. If y'all are having sex 6 times a week and it's multiple times per day, and then she beats off one night and doesn't want to have sex, then it's like, all right, cool. You know, we still beating the spread. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this
we still good. We still good. But if it's like, yo, if sex is a problem, if lack of sex is a problem in our relationship, and you beat off instead of having sex with me, nah, that's the issue. Because now it's like you're being inconsiderate. You're being selfish.
No, but it's two different things, though. Beating off and having sex are two completely different things.
Two different words.
Like, it's that if you're going to cheat on somebody and you're not having sex with them, then that's like the same thing, because you're actually fucking somebody. You're just not fucking me. But jerking off is completely different than sex.
But if you jerk off to the point where you are no longer interested in having sex,
I didn't just
That's
because
a
I
problem.
jerked off doesn't mean I was interested in sex.
but that was what I phrased to Dodge.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
If it doesn't conflict with the regular sex life, then who gives a fuck?
If you jerk off before I get home and you know I want to have sex,
But I think the important part to add is the fact that she knows you're on your way home. Like,
To
she
have
knows.
sex, though.
Well, not just to have sex, but like, I think the point is, if I'm home and I'm horny,
no.
and you're 10 minutes away,
No.
and then I beat off before you get home,
So
you're not gonna be mad.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I like jerking off with her not around. So I might just get that one off because
Right.
I've been waiting all day. and
Right,
I've been
'cause
doing
you've
this,
been
that, and the
home all
other.
day.
I've been doing this, that, and the other. I wasn't, there was no rush. And now here she's like, damn, if she's here, I'm not gonna be beat off for 2 days because she's gonna be here. And I don't go in the bathroom. I have my little station on my bed that I like setting up.
Not a station, nigga.
So I want to get this one out real quick. And then if we lay there and entangle,
Come on, entangle.
wrap up, you know what I mean? Wrap ourselves around each other and we get into some action, But just because I jerked off don't mean nothing. That means I just wanted to have my little private time by myself before you got here. That's how I feel.
But what if you knew you wouldn't be able to get it up again when she got there?
Impossible.
Exactly. So it's not being selfish because you good.
No, because I got the rock hard gummies.
Shameless plug.
Them shits work like a motherfucker. Having a taste test, them shit. My dick been hard for 2 weeks.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But yeah, jerking off to avoid having sex with somebody is different, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You gotta
You
hear
don't
both
agree?
sides.
Jerking
don't
off to
know.
avoid.
You say avoid. That's a hard word. Like, maybe I don't feel like having sex today, but I do want to
Like
get
jerking
this
off.
nut off real quick.
Right.
And then afterwards, I probably don't want to have like that. Is that avoidance, or is that just
Are you gonna
my
jerk him
regular?
off too?
No.
So you're just gonna jerk yourself off
I mean,
and tell him to go in the bathroom.
I don't-
Because when you're home, you're laying in the bed. You're not in the bathroom. You're just chilling in the bed.
I
Now
don't
he's got to go stand
know.
up on some hard ass tile. And there's no fucking ambiance in here.
Jesus.
Where's the ambiance? I gotta go grab the iPad and go in the room and put the headphones on and shit. That's not sexy.
But what if it's just like a part of your normal afternoon routine? Like, you didn't even think about it. Like,
See,
oh,
all right, but if that's
it's
different.
2 o'clock. It's
If
beat off
not,
time.
If it's not avoidance, then that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it once, no. You tried it.
what I do?
You tried it. You
What I
tried it.
did?
You did. You did it. You tried.
I didn't even
Because
do
you
that.
said he called, tell you he's on his way home,
Yeah.
and then you beat off before he got there. That's a purposeful thing. You said 10 minutes away, you run to grab the iPad, jump in the bed, and start scratching and DJing.
I really got yelled at for this a couple weeks ago. But
Yeah.
I don't think I did anything
That's
wrong.
foul.
First of all, I didn't know how long it was going to take him to get home. I didn't know it was 10 minutes. It could have
And
been
if you're
traffic.
man, if that pussy's still dripping, come here, jump in this thing real quick.
That's what I said. And he was like, no.
Now, come on, Gunner.
He was like, no.
Man, but-
He was like, you knew I was on my way home. That's mad fucked up. He was like, you should have just waited for me. And I'm like, I didn't know how long it was going to take you to get home.
I mean, were you no longer in the mood when he got home?
No, I said we could do it, but he was mad at me.
You said it like,
Wow.
yeah, we could do it.
That
You
pussy-
said it like that?
Jump in this cake,
guess.
nigga. I'm getting the middle of this.
I'm good, but if you want some, I guess.
I mean, I had more time and space. So what's up?